Charlamagne the God. Maybe I'll have to change his name to Charlamagne the Broken Clock. Or not. I feel like he's having a moment, because here's how it's been. The landscape has been this, Dr. Mitchell. People who are in the media, you're performing. It's performance, whether it's The View, whether it's one of those late night shows on the funny ones or the serious ones on cable. It's all performance. It's left, right. If it's Fox, it's talking points and giving people the red meat that they, the propaganda that they're used to. It's performance, right? It's why Bill O'Reilly could be in the front row of an Anita Baker concert. With my own eyes, saw him, knew every word to every song. And I'm like, okay. This is interesting. It's why Stephen A. Smith can be friends with a Hannity. How does that work? Because it's performance. Everybody's performing. But we are now in a time where we don't need carnival barkers. We need people who are serious about this work. And I don't care whether your work is in sports or whatever. If you're not here to change or set the framing truthfully and give people honesty and facts and things that are going to enrich their lives, then you're part of the problem.
Yep.
And I think Charlamagne thought perhaps, and I'm not speaking for him, but that he could play this both sides, because hip hop is unserious. It's not full of people who are well read or deeply thought. This is an industry that bolstered a Sean Puffy Combs for 30 years. You knew what he was, and not any of you spoke out. Except the people that were displaced, like a Salah Abrams or Drew Dixon or even our buddy Dream Hampton. Like very few people spoke out. Maybe a Jaguar Wright, and now Kamora Lee Simmons. But there were people who were complicit, right? And you said nothing, because it's all performance. Y'all are paid to do a minstrel show, period. This is what you get paid to do. And donkey of the day, blah, blah, blah. Not serious until the presidential candidates start showing up. And at some point, there's a responsibility on you who's not equipped. So either you're delusional because you've told yourself the lie that you're smart because you listened to a book. Because listening to you read your own book, I don't know that you read books, because words aren't together like somebody that has seen them before in these kind of sentences, right?
Yikes!
But I'm looking at this and I'm saying, are we serious right now? When the vice president, and I'm like, y'all showing up to talk to carnival barkers and entertainers about the future of this country. Y'all aren't serious either. This era that we're in, we're not having it. And every time somebody raises, this is why you can't be the silent majority. You got to raise your voice. We're the global majority. Raise your voice. Yes. I believe everybody saying, shut up and sit down, not shut up and dribble. But if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, it's okay to say, no, I'm not equipped to take this interview, or fill the room with people who are.
Yeah.
It's getting to him because the reaction is quite different. He went on a Fox's most successful show right now, their highest rated show. We're going to talk about it when we come back. I'm going to play the clip when we come back. But I'm seeing a shift, and maybe it's just a broken clock thing. Maybe it's that one-time thing. Somebody's trying to say, well, maybe he was this all along. No, he wasn't. This is how you move the needle. All of these protests across the campuses in this country has changed the policy of the United States of America. Barack Obama, who came in and was like marriage between a man and a woman, he got shifted by the folk, the lobbyists who were part of the gay lobby. And guess what? he moved away from that. Don't ask, don't tell under Clinton changed under Obama, not because Obama was going to change it, because it's all political. It's all theater until it's not. People move the needle. This is why we vote and then we talk. We vote and then we push. We vote and then we protest. We vote and then we lobby. We vote and then we backdoor call people, make sure things happen. We don't sit on our hands after we vote. We vote and then we work.
Yes, yes.
So,
and it's crucial that we know that we have to keep working, because it will be small steps, incremental. Why? Because Americans do not have decency as our inheritance. We have to work toward it. And that is the work.
And it works. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. I was always told that. So I said, oh, I'm going to squeak my ass my whole life. I've been squeaky my whole life because I recognize that again, it doesn't matter whether people like you. They get, if they're annoyed enough. I learned this with my mother. If I'm on punishment and I just keep saying, can I go out? Can I go out? Can I go out? At some point, my mother's like, just go. Shout out to you, Mom. Because I learned that lesson early. If you keep
cool it, Karen,
being annoying, eventually just get out the house. It's just like, can I go out? It's been an hour. Can I get out? I was that kid. And I'm still that kid in many ways because I recognize that even if people, most of it, we don't want to offend. We don't want to step on toes. We don't want, the toes are there to be stepped on. If they are walking in the wrong direction, crunch them damn toes. Let's go. Let's go. Step, talk, let's move.
I agree with Robert De Niro. I am one to suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. I think he is a threat to democracy.
Really?
I think that he led an attempted coup in this country. You know, he said he wanted to suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. At the least, that's just not a patriotic thing to say.
I don't believe that.
He absolutely said that on
I will
Truth
look
Social.
that up.
He did.
He wanted to suspend the Constitution.
He said we should suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. He said it on Truth Social, then said he didn't say it. So I read Project 25. I'm one of those guys that's like, I don't know if he will necessarily leave. I hope he does, as you said. I hope he does.
Oh, that's the broken clock, Smith. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. No, I think there's a shift. I think it's an Angela Rye in his ear. I think everybody on Twitter who's calling for him to cancel. I think it's a dip in the ratings. I think it's a you're trash, shut up. There's a lot of commentary about that. And you're a human being who wants to be known as the person that upended democracy. Do you want to be that person?
Yeah.
Do you want to be that person?
Absolutely not. And here's the thing that I think, again, is important for us to underscore, because this is why we have to be clear that we have to stay engaged and stay in the fight. For him to be able to say the basic things that you just played is a low bar. It's basic decency, Karen. So I need us to recognize that we in the United States have to work toward decency. The fact that it has taken all of this protest on college campuses and beyond to get the little bit of movement that we've had from Biden is an example of you have to work toward decency, because American policy itself is grounded in violence. So you have to work toward decency. We have to stay engaged. We have to keep the pressure up.
Absolutely. And this was what was powerful. It was on Gutfeld, one of their highest rated shows on Fox. So he went on Fox. So here's what happened. You know, Charlamagne's the go-to for these folk, whether it's Mar or whatever, because he's got a big following, right? Yep. And people equate, unfortunately, we're in such ignorance. You equate numbers, like Kardashian numbers, with relevance. Yep. You equate numbers with actually being able to move the needle. I learned this year one on these airwaves when I brought Terry Williams on from One United, and she was like, you know, I've actually did an ad buy on a very, very popular station. My interview on your show got more attention than the ad buy that I put. To this day, One United is still part of the family, right? Yeah. But that's impact. We don't have numbers. People, this Urban View, none of us have 1 million followers. But guess what? All you need is 1,000 people to have 1,000 people to have 1,000 people to have 1,000 people. We got 1 billion followers among us because we touch that many people who touch that many people, because it's a family game. You know, we're playing a collective. We're not playing individual exceptionalism here. We all for one for all. We are the billion musketeers. Period. All right. But so as I'm listening to this, I was like, he gets up every day. He has children that you're sending out to a place, and you have an impact on the world, even if your world's going to be okay because your money's tight and everything's right. But do you want to be known as the person that helped usher in what could be one of the worst periods in our American history? Because you were playing games about who you were voting for. Yeah. And you have the ability to influence people to actually vote. You know, it's really sad when you're owned. So Fat Joe did a Facebook Live with him. Fat Joe, yes, not known for his technical expediency and the knowledge and whatever. He had to gather. You know it's bad when Fat Joe got to gather you. That might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. I have a little bit of it because we couldn't find the whole thing. But Smith, play a little bit of the back and forth with Fat Joe.
If I become president, to atone for it.
Okay, so Joe Biden, there is no more Kamala. There is no more Cory Booker. There is no more Bernie. There's Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Who would you vote for? Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
I'm voting for whoever meets the demands that black people are putting in front of them.
So you would vote for Donald Trump?
I can't go that far. I'm not against voting for a conservative.
Look, yo, Charlamagne, we talking real shit.
Yeah, I mean,
you will not vote for Trump. I won't vote for Trump.
Yeah, I don't think I could vote for Trump only because he marginalizes a lot of other people. Right?
Here's the problem, Charlamagne. Right?
And then he goes on. What was the problem? Damn it.
I love that. He's showing us that we all have to get engaged, Karen. I love that.
That's right. That push back, push back, push back, push back.